Richard Schlesinger has been following this story. Richard, the case is 50 years old.
Almost 60.
What sort of evidence does the prosecution have that they believe will seal his fate?
Well, here's the interesting thing. This is going to be a very tough case for them. People's memories fade, evidence goes missing, all that. So the prosecutors told us they have new evidence. They didn't want to tell us what it is because they're going to have a tough enough case as it is. But they brought it to a grand jury. A grand jury looked at it, and a grand jury decided to indict this man 56 years after the crime.
It's unbelievable. What can you tell us about the relationship between Fight and Irene Garza?
There really wasn't much of a relationship.
She went to his church.
She went to his church. He was a priest hearing confession. And the last time she was seen, she was on her way to confession on Easter weekend. It's an incredible story.
Goodness.
Wow.
Listening to the monk there, Tashney there,
yeah.
Dale Tashney, as I'm listening to it, as I said to you, how can you keep something like that a secret? How can you not tell?
Well,
why did he wait so long, and what do you know about him?
He's an interesting character.
Yeah.
This gnawed at him and gnawed at him and gnawed at him for all these years. And finally, he had to clear his conscience. So he made a phone call to a police officer in San Antonio, which is a good distance from McAllen, because he couldn't remember exactly where the murder was. And you have to see the way this developed, because he gives the wrong information to the San Antonio cop. Some guy comes to visit the San Antonio cop and says, "That sounds familiar. That sounds like a case we're looking at." He's a Texas Ranger. And that's how this whole ball got rolling, through just a pure 100% coincidence.
It's a fascinating story and
Yeah.
disturbing as well.
Yeah.
Richard, thank you so much for being
Thanks.
here. Appreciate it.
So don't forget to watch the full report of the last confession. It's on 48 Hours tomorrow night, and that is at 10, 9 Central on CBS.